Hi, I'm Hannah.
I'm Chardon.
And this is Tea Time with Hannah. Oh shit, I don't got tea.
Oh shit.
I'll be back. I'll go get you your
We're gonna
tea.
go make me some tea. Well, Bryce gonna go make me some tea.
It's Tea Time with Hannah.
Everybody asks if I'm actually
No
drinking
tea.
tea, and I am, but I have to make it.
Can I have some of this?
It's trail mix, sure.
I don't like tea, but I like trail mix.
So send me
No,
peanut
I told
M&Ms.
myself I wasn't gonna eat candy. Oops, fucking Halloween exists. Of course I'm gonna eat candy this year.
You thought we were eating peanut? How did you make that so fast?
It's Arizona. It's tea.
I thought I wanted to try to. Okay. I see.
know what?
Okay.
Make it on your next round.
Okay. It's tea.
Arizona ice.
It's Arizona, but it's tea.
It's tea.
This segment, this particular one, is going to be about 13 Reasons Why. Because we just found out, literally like yesterday,
so excited.
January 11th, that it's becoming a series on Netflix.
That 13 Reasons Why, like 4
Same.
times. I'm so excited. But they have to get this right.
Yeah.
They have to get the characters perfect, especially the main character. I forgot her name. What's her name?
Hannah.
Hannah. They have to get
This
her
bitch.
character perfect.
If it's not me, then fuck it, no. I actually did picture me as her because I was a
This-
depressed little bitch when I read this book.
Same
Me
as fuck.
now.
I was like, oh, her name's Hannah. Great. Fuck me.
Like,
I was
So we just found out that it's becoming a 13-episode Netflix mini-series, which is crazy.
So
it already has like a cast, so I have the cast pulled up.
I'm mad it's not me.
Yeah.
I should be
Fuck,
playing-
I don't want to be.
I want to be the lead.
Just
You could be one of the reasons why.
because I haven't read this book in a while, but I remember that it was just like it was so heartbreaking.
I love the little map in the book.
so cute. And everything, like
With those
each
stars.
reason at least is a good reason, because I guess like I saw something on Twitter today that like some girl read a review that her reasons weren't good reasons, and I was like, the fuck? If you're suicidal, depressed, or like anxious or anything, like anything can trigger you to be like that, and each of these reasons that Hannah has, I feel like I'm talking in the third person when I say my name. It's kind of weird, but it's not me. Like, each reason she has, each 13 reason, is a good reason. And she included Clay because he was the nicest person, like, ever. So technically it was, like, 12 reasons, but, like, also because he was so nice, like, it kind of
There's a
triggered
reason.
emotion.
There's a reason.
Yeah. So, I want to go through the cast, because I don't think anybody knows about this
I have no
that
idea.
much. There's no release date yet, either, so later on, when I figure that out, I will let y'all know, because
Oh my God,
we
that
have
would be
no
great.
clue. And if you haven't read this book, you really should. It's a really, like...
It's a really good book. Like, it's like when you first look upon it, you're like, that seems interesting, but is it really gonna like end up being a good book? Like,
It's
it seems
also,
like,
is it going to be that heart-wrenching and
But it
grab at
really-
your emotions? But it's like a real true thing that people go through, and real people have these emotions. I love some of the quotes in these books because like that's how I felt at a couple points. Some of the stuff in there is like what real people think and deal with. That's why I love this book, because it's so real and it tells a story so perfectly and has each situation like mapped out, and it explains in detail like why she committed suicide. And some people need to realize like the little things they do can hurt people in a big and like impact their way in like a huge way that makes them like suicide.
I also think it's really cool how it brings in the outside perspective of someone who's like
Not
being
the main
revealed this
character.
information, and they're
Yeah.
like their reaction to this information, and then thinking, okay, what did I do? Like, what did I
Like,
do that
why
made
am I
why am I a
this
reason that she
thing?
committed suicide? And like we get to see that play out the whole time, and how much it's affecting this one character, and how much he actually cared about her, even though he never showed it. And I think it's that's really cool to see, because even though we're being revealed everything that she was thinking, we get to see what he was thinking too, when he didn't even realize what was going on with her.
Because it's not from Hannah's point of view, who's the one that committed suicide. It's from Clay's point of view, who's the main character, and he gets these tapes from someone before him, I forget. Because she sent out these 13 tapes, taped each one, and sent them through each person that is in order of the tapes and the reasons why. So each person that gets the tapes is like the reason why. So like the first person who got the tape, and then they pass them to the second person, the 13 tapes gets passed to like the fourth person, so and so on, up until Clay. He's not the 13th person. He's like, I just said person. He's like the 10th?
Really?
12th? No,
I
he's
really
the
thought
11th.
I thought he was the last one.
No, because Mr. Potter, or whatever his name is, the counselor, is the last one.
Oh really?
'Cause
Yeah.
he's-
So. Oh yeah, because the first person is like, I think she said something about how the first person is like the least amount of the reason. Like, it's hard to explain, but like
just did it in, like
random.
kind of like
I thought it was like, I thought it built up.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, so yeah, what Hannah said, the first tape represents a person. So when the second person gets it, they're hearing about a person they know from the first tape, and they're hearing about themselves. And then the third person knows about the second person and the first person. And the fourth person is the third
Yeah,
and
they
second.
all know about each other.
I know,
They all
it's crazy. Because they listen to every single tape, and they get to find out, oh my god, like, this person did that to her, or this person, like, and they're knowing everything about each other as this is going on.
Yeah, the thing is, they have to pass them on themselves to other person. And plus, Hana made a second tape that she gave to an unnamed person outside of the 13 reasons. And if the original tapes don't get to the 13th person, then she's gonna have that person is gonna release the tapes to the entire school, so everybody's gonna know who these people are and what they've done to her.
So it's an ultimatum, and she's already dead. But she still has this ultimatum against them, and she's crazy.
Letting these people know, like, this is why, and you're the reason.
And it kind of makes you just like respect the fuck out of her and love her, because
like,
when
she's strong even in death. Because to admit, like, oh, you're the reason why, like, is really hard, especially after the fact that it's already happened.
It's
and
insane
to find out, like, after they happened that you were the reason why. Also, like, you have to respect the people in a way that get the tapes, because like they have to learn how to live with that. And that's hard, but they also have to realize, like, they're shitty in a way, too. Like, you shouldn't have done that shit, and the stuff that you do, even if it's not to her. And so everything affects everything, and that's one of the main quotes and, like, things that you get from that book. And it's true. Like, life hits you hard in this book.
It's also cool to see her personality come into play, and we get to, even though we're just, like, even though it is from Clay's point of view, we get to hear all about Hana's life and what affected her and what brought her to this conclusion, and we still get to see how strong of a person she was. And through those ultimatums that she's giving to these people, like this last little fuck you, like, you get to still see how cool and how strong and how great of a person she really was, and Clay gets to see that too at the end.
Yeah, and how much shit she's, like, been through, because, like, oh, she's the popular girl.
Yeah,
and everything, but you never see that behind, a person's, like, facade, because, like, yeah, she could be the popular girl. Obviously, she's depressed, though, and, like, suicidal. And you get to learn why throughout, and I think that's really what's beautiful, because you can't ever judge a book by its cover. That's why this book, like, needs to be perfect when it goes from book to screen, because it's so intricate and so, like, real.
It's so real. It's
so
delicate. Its characters are very, like, to the T. Like, this is exactly how they are, and if there's, like, one little thing wrong, it's not gonna be.
I'm gonna be like, no.
That's not Hana. That's not
I'm gonna be able to get through the entire thing anyways.
It's gonna be hard to watch, yeah, because obviously whenever you read a book,
you have a vision of it in your head of how you want it, and so when it goes from book to screen, obviously it's never gonna be perfect, but you're gonna have to learn to play with it and love it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
No, you totally.
Bless you, Chrissy. You sneeze.
Thanks.
No big deal, but shout out to that sneeze, Chrissy.
At least it was only one.
Aw. God bless her.
But yeah, I just hope they hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch anyways, because we love the story.
Yeah. And there's 13 episodes, so I have a feeling they're going to do, like, one
reason each time.
And so I'm going to be, like, zipping through that, like, one-day series. If I am going to watch it without crying, because I'm going to cry.
We have to watch it together.
We do. If you want us to react to it also, like, let us know. But we're probably going to just be, like, crying the entire time. And be like... Also, we're gonna be critiquing and be like, "Oh, it's not like the book." But
we're also gonna be like, read the book first. Like a year ago, I think, a year or two ago, I reread it. I reread it because I remember I read it in like middle school, and it was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "I'm not ready for this." Like, "Fuck, that's some deep ass shit."
Yeah.
And then you reread it, and you're like you kind of look at back, like when you look back at books you read in middle school, you're like, oh, "Those like kid books." Like I read that in middle school, but like. I reread it and I was like, damn.
Like, that hits you hard.
That's deep.
Like, I've heard about, I don't think I read it until high school, because that's when I really started getting into books, but like, when I first read it, because I heard so much about it and like what it was about, and so I was like so iffy about reading it, and then I read it and I was just like, I see why everybody loves it, I see why it's so heartbreaking, I see why people like
There's
feel
a little
for it on like
obsession
a
going
dinner.
on.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but
I just read that in 8th grade.
Yeah,
when you're young, like, I feel like this is like a PG-13 book just because of like the thoughts and everything, but I mean, everybody like goes through this once in their life. Some of this stuff happens to people and they don't talk about it, and that's like, you need to, in a way, like, find someone to open up to, whether it's like a mom, a parent, counts or
best
anything.
friend.
A best friend. And like the
Still
stuff
trying to be
is
like
serious. I know. We're like, this is depressing,
Like,
but
this
it's like
is sad.
so good and I love it. It's like
true.
it opens your eyes to a lot of things, and I feel like if you want to like see that perspective of like how people react to this kind of stuff, like you should read this book.
And the situations are realistic too. It's not
They're
like
real.
it's not like every situation is like this huge exaggerated thing. Like it's crazy
It's
event.
like regular parties, first kisses in the park, hot tubs, all that.
It's
shit.
just like it's kind of like she's living this like she's the popular pretty girl, but she's living this average life, and like things
it's
are
nothing
happening that would actually
like
happen
rich
to you.
people, everything. Like
It's
this
not like,
stuff
oh my
happens to
god,
anybody.
like there's a car crash and there was a fire and there was a plane crash
There was a car
and this,
crash,
that, and
but,
then
like,
but it wasn't
realistic.
like that was more realistic.
Yeah, it was
but
like
it wasn't
drunk
like
driving.
there's all these different things that happened that were all wild and all the reason. Like no, it's showing you that like you can feel depressed and sad and just being your normal self and living an average life or living a
Like
nice
the
life,
typical teenager
typical
life.
nice life, and you could still be having these feelings. Like she's this popular, pretty girl, everybody loves her, but she's still feeling this way.
We need a perfect cast, and they've already casted it. So I want to go through the cast and be like, we'll see. Some of
see
these
what
people
this
I've
cast-
never actually heard of, I will say.
I'm excited.
So the girl who plays Hannah is named Catherine Langford. I'm sorry if I butchered that. She's new. She's like Australian.
That's awesome.
Or
I love
something,
new
like she's
people.
an up and coming like new person. She's only been in like one other thing, so if you heard of her, like let me know because I've never seen her. But based off like what I see, just like personality or like face wise, she does kind of fit Hannah. Just the dark hair, normal thing. Don't
I've
look
always
at me.
pictured her as a blonde.
Yeah, I
With
thought
short
she
hair.
was
Because I think on the
blonde.
cover of the book she was
Yeah.
blonde. She was like on a swing.
Like the swinging girl.
Her
I
short
think that
blonde
had
hair.
like the first thing. I don't know. I pictured her as
I
me.
always picture her as blonde, but
You
doesn't matter.
that. I was like, I pictured her as me. I see my name and I'm like, that's me.
True.
It's not me. It's gonna be good. Because I like it because she's new and so she's not known. I heard like
that's-
Selena Gomez was gonna be her at first and I was like, sorry, I love Selena, but no, because like that's just not the image I had in mind. She needs to be young and this girl looks young, like our age, and I feel like having that real teenager play a teenager gives it so much more like emotion because they're actually your age and so you can feel it. And the emotions on like an adult face playing a teenager is completely different than like a teenager playing like you see like the images of like, oh, this person, if they were actually that age and this thing, and you're like, that would make it so much more terrifying or like more real and like scary and sad, and you can be like, oh my god, that could be me.
And also, since it's not really she's not really a popular celebrity yet, it's nice because you're gonna picture her as her character completely. If you have like Selena Gomez, you already have this initial thought of like who Selena Gomez is, and it's gonna be harder for you to see a character that Selena Gomez is bringing.
I love Wizards of Waverly.
Oh, Wizards of Waverly, because she nailed.
Like Alex is me. Ask her. She hates it when I say that.
No, you are, and I'm Harper.
I'm on IMDb, so it's not necessarily in like order, but it's Tony. And that's the one with the other tapes, I'm pretty sure. I have the characters pulled up on a different thing because I'm like, I don't remember these people. Ah, yeah, Tony is the one that has the set of
Tony's
tapes.
the one.
So like I said, there's another set of tapes that she gave to someone else outside of the 13 Reasons to expose the 13 people if they don't make it to the 13th person, which is her cancer. So that is Tony, and he is played by Christian Navarro. I'm not gonna get these names right, so sorry if I butcher them. I've never heard of this guy either.
That's nice. I like that.
I
It's
like
kind of like
it.
Stranger Things. We didn't know like any of these
He's kind of
people until-
actually what I
except
like
for-
pictured, the tan like guy, because like I have high hopes for him. I think he's gonna be cool.
I love new actors.
He looks like he could be a good Tony based off what I remember from the book, like just like typical. That's not important. So the next person is Bryce, who's played by Justin Prentice, and Bryce.
Prentice.
Justin Prentice, which is ironic because there's a character in here that's Justin.
There's a reason why. Spoiler.
bitch.
Bitch.
Okay, anyways, Bryce is a little douchebag. And
Fair.
the guy that plays
Fair.
him looks like a douchebag.
That's good. They casted right.
He was also like that other guy. He's like in the little like he's probably like the people that die in like the murder shows or like
Ghosts.
the witness. Honestly,
Ghosts.
same.
If
Like,
you know
put me
someone-
on Criminal Minds, please put us on Criminal Minds. We'll be the dead people or the kidnapped girls like that just died.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be amazing. He was on like Carly. He's on Victoria.
King.
He was on Criminal Minds.
Of course he was.
Everyone's on Criminal criminal minds but us. Anyways, the next guy is Tyler. He is played by Devin Druid. I don't remember who Tyler is. Aha! He was the 4th person to receive the tapes. Oh, I remember him. Never mind. So he's kind of a little creeper. The guy who plays him looks like a creeper.
Good casting.
Yeah, look at it. Look at that. Like imagine him with a camera and like taking photos of you. I've never heard of him, so I couldn't tell you. I have high hopes for this cast just because I've never heard of these people, so I'm like, cool. I don't have like a beforehand like sense of who I want. So the next person is Amanda Kay, the cheerleader, and it's played by Julian Nordby. Nordby. She doesn't have a picture, but if she's not peppy looking, like, freak that because she's a cheerleader.
You got
and I know the reason why. And
stick to it too.
yeah, they don't stick to it. They
Because it
have
would
a
make
whole
no
episode
sense.
to a reason. Because there's 13 episodes, they better like get every.
It would make
it's
no sense for them
Netflix.
to
You can
change
go
things.
over like the 45-minute hour thing, like Stranger Things. Like just make it as any length as you want. Get the freaking entire reason in that episode.
Right.
You can do it, Netflix. I have faith in you. So the next person's Alex, and that's played by Miles. You always say the last name.
Heiser?
Heiser.
He's a Heiser.
I don't remember who Alex is. He's
What
the
was
second
that?
person
I need to stop
that
reading these.
receives the tapes.
I ate like a lot of those.
And he was a friend, then he became a dick. And I'm just gonna,
Don't they? Oh. They all kind of look the same.
they do.
They all look like we just got like 5 guys and just like smashed them all together. And, like, that's
Here's
the
your
guy, and then
character.
they just multiply them like by 4. I mean, they're probably filming right now, huh?
I have no clue because I just found out yesterday.
I know. Same.
And then I went on the author's Twitter page and saw, he's like, oh, this is so cool to see Netflix original 13 Reasons Why. I'm like, oh my god, it's real. And he has it in his Twitter bio too. And I'm like, how did I not know this?
Dude, I remember reading it the last time and I was like, why isn't this a movie? Like this would be the best
to be like a
movie.
movie, but I kind of feel like with the Netflix original, you can get more details in it.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
can have
gonna
that
be
episode
that's
thing.
gonna be good. But I'm still
why
I want the movie.
I'll be in the movie.
Yeah, I'll be in the movie version.
So the next one is Cortney Crimson, who is played by Michelle Celine. And she's Asian, so I have no
Celine.
Like I feel bad if I butcher these names. I forget who Cortney was, but luckily we have Wikipedia to save our asses for stupid. Okay, we haven't run this book a long time. I'm kind of just like going off of what we remember. She was the 5th person to receive the tapes, so the 5th reason why. And she's just one of those like attention-seeking whores.
I feel that.
This girl can easily look like one of those like, ew, I'm so sweet. Okay, look at here, bitch. And spread rumors. Okay. There's Jessica, who's played by Alicia Bowe, who's actually that one girl on Teen Wolf. So, she's like, had that little role. She was the one that Hayden was friends with, her sister disappeared with by like the ghost hunt people. By the wild hunt. Her sister got taken, then she got taken. So, the girl that played lacrosse, that girl, she's played Jessica. I liked her in Teen Wolf. She actually had expressions unlike the girl who played Hayden. And, no, this one girl, she has like one facial expression for like everything.
I know people like that.
Me. But, no, I have high hopes because she's really good and she can play this bitchy role because she was getting mad in Teen Wolf and I feel like she can be like mad in this and be like the nice, typical girl too. So I have high hopes for Jessica because Jessica's also like Harriet's best friend. So fuck Jessica. Yeah. So the next one is Jamie Garrison, played by Brian Box. I don't remember who this motherfucker is. I don't remember this.
I guess we'll find out when we watch the show. I guess.
Yeah, because we forget everything.
It's been a while, but this is still like, this is exciting
I'm just
news.
trying to see if he's actually like important.
Like, I can't believe we just found out about this and we're like, what? That's wild. I literally go look on Twitter. What's the date? Thursday, January 12th.
We found out. I
Go
found
on
out
Twitter
at 11 because I saw
At
the
Sheridan Johnson, you'll see me going, what?
Okay, this guy's not even fucking mentioned in here, so he's not even a reason, so fuck him. The next one's Zach. Which I always find that like so weird. Like it has my brother's name and then it has my name and then it's like spelled
And
differently.
it has my name.
No, it doesn't. Just shut the fuck up. And he's played by Ross Butler.
That sounds familiar.
I know, he looked familiar too.
Ross Butler.
I know Zach is in here. Yeah, because one of the reasons he's the 7th person to receive the tapes. And let's see why he's a bitch. Well, he just leaves people. He's an
Oh,
asshole.
Zach steals all the compliments before Hannah can read them.
Oh yeah! He stole a little bag of shit. You're not gonna find out what that bag of shit was, but it's a bag of important things. And he's an asshole. Brandon Flynn is playing Justin. He looks like a good Justin. Justin's like the main dick. I hate him. He's the first reason why. First crush, first kiss, all that shit. So, yeah, we'll go from
See
there.
how that unfolds. Grass.
So Mr. Porter is played by Derek Luke, who is like her like school counselor.
That's
who
how
she
I like
goes to.
imagined him to be like too.
Yeah, it's like the sophisticated, strong guy. Yeah, and he's not like an asshole, but he just like he doesn't listen. Like
He doesn't
know how to,
understand.
like, yeah,
Like
he makes her feel worse. Not
like him as a person's okay, but for like his job to be a
You're a
counselor.
therapist. You need to help this bitch. So he's the 13th person that's supposed to get these tapes, and we don't even know if he gets them. So
Yeah, because
who
we're
the
all
fuck
we're
knows?
looking at.
We're at the 10th person. Which we just got to. The main character, Clay Jensen, is played by Dylan Meninetti. What the fuck is this guy's name? Anyways, he looks hella familiar. I just don't know where I've seen him from. But he looks uber. He looks like that one guy from Stuck in the Suburbs.
He was definitely on like.
You can click on him. But I don't like him.
Disney or Nick or something. I don't know.
I don't like him.
He kind of looks exactly like
The guy
the
from
mean
Sid.
kid from Toy Story.
Oh, Sid?
Yeah, he looks exactly like
That's
Sid.
like Will Poulter.
He
Oh,
looks
this
like
is
Sid.
no. He looks
What was he in?
literally like that one guy from SNL and that guy from Stuck in the Suburbs, if you know what I'm talking
He was
about.
on Scandal. I used to watch Scandal.
I went through it already and I'm like, I've seen this guy before, but like none of these shows like I watched.
He's on Lost. He was in The Click.
Yeah,
I've Lost.
He was in The Lovely Bones or something. I don't know. He was in Prison Break. Maybe that's
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh for like 2 episodes. See, like I don't know, like
So
specifically.
he looks familiar.
Yeah, he looks hella familiar, but I don't see him as Clay.
Maybe we know him.
We don't know.
Maybe we went to school.
Yeah. But I don't like him for Clay. Like that's not
I don't
what
like him.
pictured.
I don't like him.
I saw like.
Wait, that's the main guy?
Yeah, that's Clay.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I saw it and I was like, bitch, no.
That does not. I imagine him to be like.
A scrawny like.
I imagine him to look
I
more
mean,
like an Augustus
yeah.
Waters.
I'm like okay with that. I just don't like the main guy. Like.
I like that it's not really people we know. So
yeah,
that's
so it kind of gives you like a different perspective. Like it doesn't have like an already like.
cool. So we don't really know if they're
or-
good actors or actresses
Or, like,
anything,
shady,
but they are on a
like-
Netflix original. So
Yeah,
it's
it
kind of up
helps.
there now. Netflix is getting up there.
Yeah, Netflix is stepping up their game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have to do good after like Stranger Things. So like I have
Oh yeah. After
high expectations.
everyone loved Stranger Things. Everyone.
And that was not Netflix original.
So like Netflix is like, "Ugh, shit, we gotta be good. We gotta do good.
like I mean, they're basing it off of the book. You have the script right there. Like just use that.
You got it.
You don't need to write a
Literally
screenplay.
just read those lines.
Use the book. Literally
Read those
read the
lines.
lines from the book. Because what's the point of changing it? I'm gonna have a book while watching the show and be like, bitch, no, that's not what happened. Like, that's not how that happened. I'm literally like that. So I hope that this ends up being like a good trilogy. What the fuck am
A
I
series.
saying?
A good series.
A good series on Netflix because I have high expectations, but it's also like low at the same time because like they're not gonna do it. Like
I'm kind of
Deadpool
like I'm
or-
really excited for it, but I'm kind of like I'm
Like I'm not ready for it.
I know.
Like,
Okay,
I need to-
there's gonna be some time.
I guess because we just found out about it. And
We're
it's
just
been
kinda
out
like-
known for a while too. Because I saw something like November 2016 also about it, and I was like, how come I just never found out about this in January? So I'm like kind of on a high rise, like fuck, what is happening?
I'm like I'm just happy it's a thing.
I know. I'm just like what?
Alright,
And then I got all these tweets from people, like my friends who read the book, like what? Like they didn't know either. No one knew. It was like so kept under secret because no one followed him on Twitter, the author. I just followed him today so I could get updates on this thing because like I don't know what the fuck is happening. Sure. Because if you have emotions, any kind of emotions,
You'll like it.
read this book. 13 Reasons Why.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all. JK. Or are we? What is this?
We're done.
And that's Tea Time with Hannah. Peace out.